is Lily Chandra, and I'm a cosmetic energy healer, medical intuitive based in Vancouver, Canada. I recently channeled a new technique that I call cosmetic energy healing. In this video, I'll show you how I work with hair. I will show you how I reverse gray hair and turn it back to its natural color, as well as remove unwanted hair like facial hair and back hair. So I'm going to show you how I can reverse gray hair back to its natural color. I've taken a little strand here, and I'm just going to work on this piece. And I find gray hair has a lot to do with genetics. So I'm working with her genetics, and I'm actually working with the hair, and I'm working with the follicles. So as you can see, the color is definitely changing already. So as you can see, the hair is getting thinner because gray hair is thicker. You can see it's getting lighter and softer and smoother. Even if you look at the bottom, there's a huge difference in the color from what we're doing on the top here. And when I'm working with the hair, I'm working at the quantum level of healing. So the hair does not need to grow back. It happens instantaneously. So I'm going to put this now against the rest of your hair so you can see how much the hair has changed in a very short period of time. So as I put it on here, you can see all of the white hair, and you can see how this part is a lot darker, especially compared to all of this stuff around her where it's all glistening with white in the front. So that's how I change gray hair back to its natural color. So I'm going to show you now how I remove unwanted hair, and right now I'm going to show you how I can get rid of back hair. So like I said, my system just uses a healing touch massage. And as I'm touching his skin, I'm working with the DNA, I'm working with the cells, I'm working with the physical body. And I'm just giving them the message that we want to get rid of this back hair because we don't need it. So already I can see the hair thin. And as you can see, it's starting to curl a bit, which is quite common. And right here, the color is starting to get a bit lighter. So down here, I'm working the skin, starting to really, really lighten up. So I'm just focusing on this patch right now so that I can show you some of the results. And with each stroke, the hair gets thinner and thinner and lighter and lighter. So right here you can see where I put a lot of work. There's basically just a patch now of no hair compared to what's around it. So that's how I get rid of unwanted body hair. Okay, now I'm going to show you how I can get rid of unwanted facial hair. So I'm going to work on reducing this mustache here. So as we can see, the skin is changing color just a little bit. You can see the energy coming through. The hairs are getting thinner and slowly. Yeah, getting lighter. In this video, I will show you how I work with the skin. I will show you how I reduce wrinkles, scars, moles, and varicose veins, all with the Healing Touch massage. Okay, so right now what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how I can reduce the size of moles. So all I do is I just put my finger on top and I allow the energy to come through. Already I'm seeing the size shrink a bit, and I can see the color change from a darker brown to a lighter brown. And if you can also notice, there's more pinkness in the color of her skin around the mole and on the mole, on the edges. So the mole has told me that that's all the work that it's ready to do for this session. And so as you can see, there's a big difference in the change of color and the shape and texture of the mole. Okay, so right now I'm going to show you how I'm going to reduce the scar right here by her eyes. So as I'm holding her face in this position, I'm bringing healing energy in to the area to help heal the wound. As you can see, it's kind of separating a bit into two different pieces. So if I let go, you can see how it's becoming two. So as you can see, I've considerably shrunk the size of the scar, and the color has definitely gotten quite a bit lighter in the few minutes that I've been working with it. So I'm going to give her a gentle massage, and by doing so, I'm going to help reduce her varicose veins. So you can see that there's some green color that she has and some of this redder color. And you can see with each stroke how the color, especially the red here, is getting smaller. It's getting lighter and disappearing. And so with varicose veins, sometimes the color will get a bit darker, as you can see right here, and then it will lighten up in a few minutes. If you look at some of these lines here, they're all shrinking a bit and they're not as puffy as before. So you can see them slowly fading again. If you look at the difference between the area where we've worked on and even right over here, there's a big difference in the color, and here the veins are a little bit raised. I reduce wrinkles by releasing the story that created each line in the face. I release that energy and strengthen the layers of the skin. I reprogram the DNA, which creates a healthy glow. So as you see, as I'm putting my fingers over the lines, you can see the lines reduce very slightly. So I'm basically just going over the lines like my hands are an eraser and erasing any stress from her past that's created these lines. As you can see, they're starting to really flatten out. And that's how I do my facial rejuvenation and reduce wrinkles. Hi, I'm Lily Chandra, and welcome to this episode of Lily 365. In this episode, I'm going to talk about what to avoid to get better sleep. People always ask me, what can I do to get better sleep? Well, these are the 3 things that you can avoid that are really going to make a difference. First thing is caffeine. Are you drinking caffeine before you go to bed? Cut off the time when you can no longer drink caffeine and monitor how much caffeine you drink in the day. So if you're one of those people who drink coffee all day, right before you go to sleep, and then you're expecting to fall asleep, but your nervous system is going like this, your thoughts are racing, it's probably not going to work for you. You need to stop drinking caffeine at a certain time in the day. So I used to have a time that was like 3 o'clock. After 3 o'clock, I can't drink any caffeine, no black tea, no coffee. And then just by doing that, it changed. You know, before, at one point in my life, I couldn't drink it after 1 o'clock. And then sometimes I can drink 1 cup of black tea at 5 o'clock. So it really depends, and you really want to tune into that. What's right for you, and when can you stop drinking the caffeine? What's that time? And then just stick with that and just drink herbal tea. Rooibos is a great tea that we love to drink, and it tastes like black tea, but it's actually herbal and has lots of antioxidants. So the next thing that I'm going to suggest is do not watch a lot of TV before going to bed, because when you watch TV before going to bed, it stimulates your mind. You're thinking about something, you're getting into a zone, and whatever you're feeling and thinking before you go to bed, it's going to come into your sleep. So really monitor what you watch before you go to bed. For me, I cannot watch action movies before I go to bed because I'm too stimulated. And so I know if I want to watch an action movie, I have to watch it earlier in the day, or if I know I'm going to stay up late. So really look at that. You know, what are you watching before you go to bed? And really think about that. You know, what am I watching before I go to bed? How does it make me feel? What's happening in my mind? Is it activating my mind? Is it making me really start to spin? That you're going to bring that into your sleep. So the third thing is, what type of conversations are you having before you go to bed? Are you having really intense conversations with people, and then that energy is in your mind? You know, you want it, if you have to have, you know, deep conversations about something, that's fine. You do that earlier in the day, and then you have a period where you're just resting and letting go, resting and letting go. Because once you start to rest and let go, you bring that into sleep. But if you have a lot of big, you know, calls about work and meetings and about, you know, things with your kids, with other people, and you're starting to have heated conversations, your mind is busy again, your energy is busy again, and it takes time to unwind and to just slow down and to sort of just let it go. So you really want to be mindful of these things. So you really want to be mindful of these 3 things: caffeine intake, what we watch, and our conversations. And I bet you right now, just by changing these, you are going to change the quality of your sleep. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you